Hello there, Zunker here with part 2 of my Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins playthrough. We are headed to the hippo here, and the hippo actually serves a fairly important purpose. You need to hold on to your bubble as long as you can. If you hold A, you rise up. If you let go of A, you fall. So why do you need this? Simple. Simple. In order to get to one area, you actually have to... Sorry, I'm focusing, but... In order to get to the, one area, and to get to the space levels, you need to actually go through this level and beat it the secondary way, which is up here. You notice there's two doors there. The top one's the one you want to go through. Okay, we got power up. I'm cool with that. Oh, not a good one though. I thought we were getting the fire flower. I forgot about that last run. But excuse me. This music rocks, man. I know it's part of a meme, like the Star Song. But this is Space Zone. You have to use a hippo. You have to keep your bubble all the way across the level and get that top door, not the bottom door, to get here. But this is Space Zone. I love Space Zone. It has moon physics, so keep that in mind as you're jumping. It has pigs that shoot from their mouth. They're kind of an interesting creature, to say the least. Those spikes will hurt you. But this is probably my favorite world in the game. And obviously that kick-ass overworld song, and... Oh, you bitch. Come up here. Got one up. Moon jumping is fun. That was risky. Hoping for a power up. There we go. I didn't think he came down that far. And you got little planets, and Mario's actually wearing a space suit. But no, the biggest thing with this is you want to just keep in mind of the space jump. That the extra jumps you have. But yeah, no, this world's pretty fun. I like this world a lot. Like I said, it's probably my favorite world in the game of the 6. It's a pretty short world. There's only 3 total levels. One's a secret, I believe. And this one's already done. It is unfortunately maybe a touch short, but I enjoy this world a lot. It's a good song. But now you get the good version. Now this world's interesting because you remember that goop in the tree forest we did? This whole level plays that way. You hit A, and if you tap A, oh god, that hit me. You tap A, you can actually just hover, which you kind of need to do. That funky star song. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Mario themes ever. I'm unabashed about that. But this is actually a really difficult platforming. That's my first death. I will probably die a couple times in this. Especially without power up. This is probably the toughest level in the game. Outside the final castle. We know we get to hear this kick-ass music one more time. I'm not complaining. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the Star Song, and then you'll find out. You'll find out real quick what I'm talking about when I'm singing that in my terrible singing voice. But this level's actually pretty cool. It is difficult, admittedly. I'm really hoping for a power up here soon. Right here. About died. Now this is where it gets a bit, quite a bit more tricky. If you're me and you want the fire flower, and you will. The boss is a very familiar boss, to say the least. If you play Super Mario Land 1, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. I'm doing the dangerous strat there and going above, which you have to. I do not believe those stars can get killed by the fire flower. No, they can't. But yeah, the red ones move. The blue outline ones don't. But they all hurt you. But this level's fun. Oh, I can't get that. And that is our halfway point. And why is our halfway point? Because now it gets tricky. And there's a fresh power up if you need it. The hitbox can be a bit generous, if you didn't notice that there. Alright, that section can be tricky your first time through it. But this is the Tenga, or whatever the hell his name is. He was the main boss, the final boss in Super Mario Land 1, and he is fucking not fun. But if you stand in the corner, yeah, he's super cheesable. He's super cheesable. If you don't do that cheese, he can give you a bit of a run for your money, but honestly, he's cake if you know what you're doing. If you can hang in that corner, in one corner when he comes down, like I just did, you defeat him enough time. But unfortunately, that's all there is in the space level. There's not much to it. You can go back, but you have to do the hippo again. Again, I think there is a special, a secret level in there, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. But for now, we're gonna head up here, and we are gonna head to the house. This is the macro zone, so basically, you know, like in Super Mario Bros. 3, you had the tiny, huge world of 4, Super Mario 64, tiny, huge island. This is a similar dynamic. So these ants are, in theory, large, because they're ants. This ant is an asshole. Come over here. Nothing there. Alright, come down this height. Sorry, I got that song in my head now. If you want a power-up or something, you can go down below, but you don't need to do that. I would definitely recommend here having at least a fire flower. Oh yeah, by the way, those ones with the helmet, they can put spikes out if you try to land on them. You cannot jump on them. Having the carrot's not the worst option either if you want to have an easier time platforming, but you're going to have a harder time with the enemies themselves. That will kill you if you fall into that goop down below. So be wary of that. A little bit of lag there. But no, this world's not too bad, honestly. In my opinion. Yeah, and honestly, I think we've already hit the hardest level of the traditional levels before castle, which was that second world or second level in the space zone. All these have zones called. I think the one wasn't the tree zone, the forest zone was the first one we played, and then space zone, and this is macro. But it's fun. It's fun. So you just, alright, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna see if we can get a few more shots. Again, I've only died once since this playthrough. Again, and I didn't really practice this game. I did a little bit to get used to how it controls in the game, but this game is pretty easy. until you get to Wario's castle. And we got 3 up with that. So I think we've seen most of the mini games at this point. There might be 1 or 2 more that I'm forgetting, but I think for the most part we're seeing it. Alright, this is the second world. You know, pretty similar overall what we've been doing. You know, just keep your wits about you. You know, again, this game isn't hard, especially when you have the power-ups that they give you consistently in this game. It's honestly pretty ridiculous. This is probably the worst level in the game in terms of enjoyment, in my opinion. I'm gonna grab this because it's a water level. It's, from my recollection, it's like super long. Oh, if you hold down, you don't have to press it. I'm done. Oh, I didn't know it did that. If you hold down the A button and you don't hold down the that, you just constantly hop. I didn't know that was a thing. I just wasted that, but that's okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Even when in my initial playthrough of this game years ago, and as a kid, I didn't know it just constantly bounced you. It makes sense now. Now I understand why it's rabbit ears. The only thing you can't do is you can't spin jump with the rabbit ears. So you can do the bouncy bounce thing, but you can't. You can do the consistent bounce, but you cannot do a spin jump like you can with the mushroom and the regular old fire flower. It makes getting the bell goal super easy sometimes, Garrett. What is this one? Well, I lose my carrot. And here's you're finding out that if you get the mushroom while you have a higher power up, it isn't like other games where you keep the fire flower if you get a mushroom. No, you drop down to the mushroom. It is unfortunate and it does suck when that happens. I'm not gonna lie. Get there, but that's okay because we get this thing right away. But so if you hold it down, you'll fall down at a steady pace. But if you don't want to do that, and you want to just try and keep your plane, you can hit the A button quick enough to keep your plane. That was unfortunate. Those arrows, by the way, those arrow platforms does make you have a little bit more momentum going to the right. Oh, that was cool. Ah! That's fine. I don't care about coins. But coins, I was speaking of coins, you get $9.99. There is a like a gambling area that you can gamble coins for random stuff like extra lives and maybe power ups even. But that is but yeah, so coins, yeah, they can be useful. Actually, you need 1-ups. But you notice we've had a bit of a change here in the background. Got a little dark. But honestly, getting most of these bells isn't overly difficult if you just look around a bit. It's not hard. It's not like Mario Land 1 where some of those top goals are pretty difficult. But you can miss. It's rare, but you can miss. Alright, now we are here into the next level. Look at the size of these books! And that's really what Macro Zone is honestly, the level terrain is large, not necessarily. Forgot that was a thing in this game. We won't go back. We won't go there. What was I saying? Oh yeah. None of the enemies are really large, which I think is the slightest one, isn't it? You can't duck jump, by the way. There we go. Honestly, the carrot's so overpowered. I know you don't get the... That carrot's so OP. That, even though the Fire Flower has incredible use in this game, in my opinion, the carrot is stupid. But no, this is this game basically. You know, it's a Mario game. You're doing all this stuff. We're about to hit the final boss of this world, and we have some pipes, and we have the Rat Man. Honestly, the rat is not difficult. He can go up to the ceiling, and he can try and smash you from the bottom, but honestly not. And it only takes, again, 3 hits, just like all the bosses in this game of the first 6 worlds. They only take 3 hits to defeat them, and they're not hard. They're not hard at all. Man, we have 3 of the 6 already. Just like that, we're halfway through the 3 worlds. But that will do it here for part 2. Join me next time as we hit the next world. Until then, deuces.